Good morning. Yesterday I get two questions from Emma. Thank you, Emma, for your questions. I'm going to answer them, and then I will give you an assignment that's due tomorrow by 7 p.m. Okay? So the question was, we have solving by quadratics by factoring part 2. The questions were 3D and F. So the first question was 16b squared minus 1 equals 0. How can we solve this one? So as we learned yesterday, we said that we need to factor this. Okay, so when we factor, the first thing we look for common factors. Nothing is common. Then, is this 2 or 3 terms? This is 2 terms. So is this difference between 2 squares? Yes, this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square, there is a minus here. So we can factor this as difference between 2 squares. How we do that? We have a 0 here. Don't forget, we are finding the x-intercept, so the x values when y is 0. So I must have a 0. We have a 0 here. So the first thing I would do, I will factor this. So square root of the first, square root of the second, different signs. So now we factor this. We cannot factor anymore. So we stop here, and then we have two things multiply, and the result is 0. So we need to find what is the value of b that will make this factor 0. And what is the value of b that will make this factor 0? So we need to split those. So either 4b minus 1 equals 0, or 4b plus 1 equals 0. Then we solve. So in here 4b will equal 1. So b equals 1 over 4. Same thing here, 4b equals negative 1. So b equals negative 1 over 4. Okay, now we factor. Those are the b-intercept in this case. Okay, so let's say we want to sketch a graph for this. This is introduction to the next lesson that we are going to do on Thursday. So if we want to sketch a graph for this, we know the two zeros, so we know where this curve, the parabola will cut the x-axis. It will cut at 1 over 4 and negative 1 over 4. So let's say this is negative 1 over 4. Say this is negative 1 over 4 and this is 1 over 4. We know that this parabola will open up because a is positive. Then we can find the y-intercept or any other point. Anyway, if we have the two zeros, we know that x of the vertex or the axis of symmetry will be in the middle. So what is the midpoint between 1 over 4 and negative 1 over 4? It will be 0. Then we substitute 0 in here, so we get for b. So we get 16 times 0 squared is 0 minus 1, so we're going to have negative 1 here. And then we connect those points and we sketch our curve. Okay, so in general, we're going to spend the whole day on Thursday doing graphing, but for now, after we get the zeros, we plot them. We know that x of the vertex and the axis of symmetry lies in the middle between the two zeros. So we add those and divide by 2. We get the midpoint. Then we substitute back here. We get y of the vertex. And then we graph. Okay? So this was the first question, 3D. sketch a graph for, we need to find the x-intercepts or the zeros or the roots. Remember yesterday we said solution has many names. So the first thing, we must have a 0 on one side. Yes, we do, because we are finding x that make y 0. Then we try to